Hey there. So instead of the regular Diet Mountain Dew, I've just got some carbonated water to try and increase my hydration because part of the reason I might be tired is because of well lack of hydration, being dehydrated. I've got some malware software trying to update, so trying to see if I can get maybe get some malware on my computer. See if that's the reason why I'm having trouble with it. But I'm gonna keep checking that over time. So, so we keep checking that out. All right. I tried installing it earlier, but it wasn't like it's installing right now. But I tried installing it earlier, and it wouldn't. My computer wouldn't let it. So that can be. I'm told. Yeah, it's Thursday. Is it Thursday already? Days tend to blend together for me. It's almost time for me to go to the convention. Um, Computer's installing an update for malware bytes right now. See if I can have a scan. Maybe get rid of some malware. Get some malware taken care of, possibly. It's really going slow. I've been trying for the past few days to get this to install the update, but um, maybe the fact that it's not installing is an indication I do have some malware because I've heard that when you've got a virus, it tends to keep you from uh, updating your antivirus or even downloading antivirus. And this was happening to the malware, so maybe this will fix it. Hopefully. Yes, I use Chrome, but it also works better with Google or with YouTube. So Chrome seems to work better with YouTube for me. So yeah, I still haven't watched. No, it's Seltzer War. Seltzer War. I decided to start drinking these during the stream here. Um, it's Seltzer War. No, I'm drinking this instead of the Diet Mountain Dew because part of the reason I might be tired is because of dehydration. So I'm just drinking some water right now. We're drinking some more water. I know this update says it's installing. It's taking a while. Oh, doing some jumps. Um, hmm. And then it closed. Well, I still drink soda, but I'm trying to drink diet instead. But right now, instead of drinking diet soda during this live stream, I'm trying to drink water, seltzer water, because it seems to increase the amount of water I drink. Computer's installing a bunch of updates right now. I'm not sure why. Okay. Are we still going right now on your end? There's a new screen popped up for me. So going. Yes, I have a Documakara in my bedroom right now. Uh, Firefox just popped up. Not now. Hmm. So I'm just got something going on here. I don't know if I need to have Firefox up or not. So I'm just waiting here for this to go through. But yes, I have a Documakara, a Villian Cronchar. I had specially made over there. They do have Documakaras of Liliana Cronchar I could have purchased, but the problem is they tend to be way too risque for what I would take out in public. I can't take those out in public, so I got my own. Thinking about maybe saving up some money and having one custom made. Then you have to find a good artist, and you have to find a good artist and I'm just right now. I'm setting up the malware bytes. So I'm gonna scan right now. Gonna do some scan. All right, scan right now. Hmm. Okay. So basically, with my Dakimakura, I was thinking about getting a custom-made print, custom design. Thing is, you have to find an artist you like. So that's one problem, and it's expensive. You could go into Fiverr. You could honestly go into Fiverr. I think I really need to. I would like to get some lessons set up for like learning like these languages I want to learn. The thing is, I'm going to have to step away from a lot of the YouTube, constantly being on YouTube. And once I break my YouTube addiction, then I can like get on to studying more. So that's the thing. I have to find something to do instead of YouTube. Yeah, it's true. Haven't been fishing in a long time, a real long time. So unfortunately, I wish I could go more often. I can go more often. I just don't. I guess YouTube addiction. I just stay on YouTube. YouTube is really addictive, isn't it? YouTube and social media. What I did was I found some images online and used those with an Amazon product and did the clip thing where they do have a bar, like an icon kind of thing, where you just put it over the image for what you can print. So it didn't show the entire image, but took the Dakimakura shape out of the image. So kind of had to edit it a little bit, clip it in there to get the right shape and size. Well, the only thing is, I wouldn't do that because there are a lot of trolls in town, and I'm worried someone would just come up and throw her in the pond. That's the thing I worry about. So that's what I worry about. Plus, actually, YouTube's YouTube is starting to crack down on fishing videos. Yeah, sorry if the video gets a little. Hey, Tyler. Yeah, actually, I made the stream a little later so you could tune in. Actually, yeah, it's for you. Because I know you like to tune in, so I made it a little later. But okay, yep, we got Malwarebytes going right now. So if the video seems a little buffering, it might be because I have Malwarebytes taking up some of the processing power. I'm gonna take a look at it real quick. It doesn't really say like um, if it's found anything yet. Oh yeah, it does. It hasn't found anything yet. So right now it's scanning the startup items. So it could take a while still, but hasn't found anything yet. So that's interesting. Yeah, I do. I haven't seen it in a long time. Actually, at the convention, I'm going to. The individual that played Pippin is going to be there. Oh, it's been having a lot of power, a lot of processing power being used by the disk. It says disk usage. The CPU has been fine. It says disk usage is way too high, so it's like, I'm gonna use the rest real quick. But I mean, I've been taking videos off of that. I've been if I record video, I've been taking it off of my computer and putting it onto my uh, external hard drive. So, yep, I'll be right back. Ugh. There we go. I'm back. Um, so I'm gonna keep checking Malwarebytes down here. Obviously, it's not the best software, but it's not finding anything. So I don't know. I don't know how they can find stuff in the shop that you can't find here. I wish I could read books more often. Problem is my attention span isn't very good, which books help with attention span, but I'll start things and not continue, so that's my problem. I actually did do a stream with someone else, with Irish Demon once, so I could be on someone else's stream. The thing is, because I get so many trolls and so many people that want me to fail, people that make fun of me, I am going to be very careful and look at their content first and try to get judged for what kind of character they have before I decide to join them, because it's like, are they really like worth me joining with? I suppose something that would work in the meantime is a to-do list. Like this, do this. Not really set up a schedule yet until I get in the routine of doing things that are productive. That might help. Yeah, I'm just talking about things that maybe this is like plans. This is kind of like a talk therapy for me, honestly. Yeah, it's not detecting anything. The Malwarebytes isn't finding anything. It's right now it's buffering on my screen a little bit. So I don't know if it's. It doesn't say it's finding anything, but something's going on with my computer. No, I don't do Sudoku puzzles. I just don't. They don't appeal to me that. Um, it's buffering a little. I'm gonna check the internet connection real quick. Oh, got chat. Cool. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Tyler, for the super chat. Thanks. That'll help me a lot, actually. You're the first one in quite a while. Probably a few months. Probably at least a month and a half. I say you're the first one to give a super chat at least a month and a half. I say thanks. Um, but I don't really think there's anything else I can really do. I mean, this YouTube addiction, man, is probably the biggest issue I have. Well, I talk a lot about it in therapy. Um, well, I think I have something because my computer is very low, very isn't that old. I don't think I got used. But if I open up the computer, it's got something called CPU and disk, and the disk is constantly like at like 99%, 100% usage. And it's like that's not normal. It shouldn't be that high. That's like during the startup. So that's like during startup or normal usage when I'm not even running anything. So that's not normal. So that's why I think it's got something. I suppose what I really want to do with this channel eventually um, is become proficient in languages so that I can help people learn English better. Like learn, I've got books on grammar and stuff. Like I've got a few books in English and like English grammar and English style and stuff. And I'd like to go ahead and study up in English and study up these languages. And I guess on this channel help people chat with me so I can help people in different languages to learn English a little bit better, answer questions and about English in their language. Tomorrow's Friday. Well, it's just the days seem so regular to me. It's so day in, day out, same this, same that. Plus, with everything that's going on in society right now, it just a lot of people are numb to everything. That's the problem. A lot of people are numb. A lot of people are just numb to everything, unfortunately. But what else is there to talk about? I guess it can be because of the bipolar too. It can be like one day is about the same as the next. Although sometimes I'm happy it's Friday because then I can have some time off work. Depends on the week's been, you know. Depends on the week's been. But at the same time, I can be a little bit lonely because I don't really do anything on the weekend. Maybe I should start doing things on the weekend. Start doing things that are free. Um, like going to the park or something. I try not to sleep in really. I try not to. I end up doing it a lot, but I try not to sleep in because I can throw off my sleep schedule like crazy. And then Monday's incredibly hard to get up, so I try not to sleep in on the weekend, like so a lot of people do. But sometimes you're doing more damage than good. So if you are gonna sleep in, you only want to sleep in an hour. Otherwise, you're just gonna do more damage by trying to get back to your regular schedule. So if you are gonna sleep in on the weekends, only do an extra hour. But yeah. I tried some fish jerky, some dehydrated fish. It had like sesame seeds, and it wasn't that bad. Honestly, it wasn't very bad. Made me hungry, oddly. Yeah, I ate it and got hungrier than I was before. Weird, huh? Like I'm really hungry right now, but I'm trying to just stay calm and finish this live stream before I go and eat anything. But even then, I shouldn't go out to eat. I should just eat something here. You know, save money. Definitely save money. Yeah, the reason I do early streams is, well, for one, Saturday I do have Dungeons and Dragons game every other weekend, every other Saturday. Um, the reason I do it used to be every Saturday, but it's every other Saturday now. And the other thing is, when I was doing streams early in Saturday, um, I had someone from Serbia, I believe. It was Serbia. She was tuning in to uh, study English a little bit from me talking. She'd listen to me talk. But there are a few things I need to save up money for right now. I'm definitely gonna have to get a pair of clippers soon. Some clippers to shave a little bit. Got a staff member who will help me learn how to do that. But I'm going to get eventually get some clippers to get this under control. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Like right now, I'm really craving a diet soda, but I think it's because of the sweetness and the caffeine. So I'm gonna get another seltzer water here. Okay, so no views. What I did was that's how I get a little bit of revenue from the live stream. Um, what people do when they live stream while you get ads first is um, people who are live streaming. Everyone does it. That's monetized. Is they set monetization on their video, and they can choose ads at the beginning. And the reason they do that is it gets them a little bit of money. So that's why people do that, is because it gets them a little bit of money. So that's why. It's just what people do. It's how we make our money. So, by the way, but everyone does that. I'm gonna look at the summary for this Malwarebytes check right here. Nothing detected. Strange. I have another uh, software called antivirus called Avast. Called Avast. I'm gonna try Avast later. See if that works. See. So I'm going to. My therapist is gonna be in October. I can only see her like once in October or something, and then once in November, and then I'm gonna go back to seeing her in November. I can only see her once in October because she's not gonna be here some weeks, and because of that, she's got a very hectic schedule. So, yep, I'm short on videos for therapy. I did video earlier on therapy today, but I just haven't uploaded it yet. I have to do that. I'm hungry. Getting so hungry. I'm gonna keep drinking this water. See how that does with my hunger. See if the carbonation helps with the hunger. Does anyone else like Tsukimichi or Isekai Cheat Pharmacist? No? Okay. I tried putting. I really did try putting that Forest Nothing map onto my Minecraft videos, but it didn't really work, fortunately. Hi, Big Dave. There you go. Now your icon popped up. So, yeah. So let's think about this. What can I save my mind for? Excuse me. So the first thing, of course, is the convention. Saving up for that. Second thing is going to have to be a better computer. Get a better computer. But I've also got to get the trimmers in the process of getting the better computer. Just because it's going to be important. Something else I got to do is save up for the practice chanter. That's going to take a while. Save up for better clothes. A lot of stuff, really. Quite a bit of stuff. Um, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the computer, honestly. Can spyware slow down your computer at all? Do you know? What else is there? Oh, my back. So, I'm gonna try and do these streams daily. Also, I'm gonna really try and do these streams daily. Um, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna work on watching anime. Really watching anime, so we can have something to discuss every day. Just type in the chat description, anime we can discuss. You know, time to discuss. We can discuss this anime, that anime. What else is there to talk about? Uh, hmm. Let's see now. You want to have anything you want to talk about real quick? Give me an idea. I thought about doing more Minecraft videos. The problem is, I don't know how well the OBS will record. I've been trying to get my what do you call it? Uh, what do you call it? My computer run better. I'm trying to do the virus, antivirus, and malware bytes, anti-malware going, but yeah, I'm trying to get it to use less processing power. But yeah, it's not working too well. What else is there to talk about? I really should watch the. I should check out the news. Except for I don't want to look at the news because a lot of times the news is just so biased. You know, I don't know what's true and what's not. I don't really know anymore. Should I do streams where, like, should I for the stream talk about what I learned today? Should I do that? Talk about what I've learned today? Hmm. Think about something else. Rub the chin. Rub the chin. Something I've noticed is I don't know if like I was ordering pizza when I was focusing on cleaning my apartment. I don't know if that was stress related or me not wanting to go anywhere, just to stay in my apartment and clean. I don't know if that was stress related or not, but I was ordering pizza and that's what caused me to gain a few pounds. Um, the thing is with me, when I gain weight, it's like all on my gut. Like where it doesn't go much else. It doesn't go. Um, Not much else goes in other places. Really, almost all goes to my gut. So that's what you might see my gut get big all of a sudden or go down all of a sudden. It's because almost all my weight is centered on my gut. So if I lose like 5 pounds, it's a big difference because almost all of it is from my gut. Versus if I gain 3 pounds, it's a big difference because almost all of it's on my gut. So just a slight fluctuation in my weight can cause a big change in my appearance, unfortunately. And what else is there? Have you heard of? I'm starting to crave chicken right now. I'm starting to crave chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. I'm starting to crave chicken, like fried chicken or something. I'm starting to crave that. Yeah, I'm starting to crave fried chicken. What else is there to talk about? Just talk about something. Hmm. Got my globe up there. I'm gonna duck in the restroom real quick again. I'll be right back. Let me know in the chat what you want to talk about. Here we go. Man, it's old. I'm getting old. I think a lot of it's my weight, though. Um, Maybe I could for weight loss. Um, hmm. I don't. Someone said I could do a live stream where I exercise. I mean, I guess I could try that with counter push-ups. Do a live stream where I keep doing counter push-ups. Um, because I can do those for a while. So, should I do a live stream where I do counter push-ups? Gotta do. I really gotta get around to doing a soup tonight. I think I can do that like right afterwards. Something I've noticed my willpower really sucks somewhat. Feels like it's better. Like right now, I feel like it's better. Maybe because I'm drinking more water right now, but I feel like my willpower's a little bit better. Strange, I know, but maybe it's really hard for me to keep my water up. I think it's tied to my bipolar disorder, where I will, when I get mad, start drinking a lot of soda, and that causes me to be dehydrated because it's hard for me to drink enough water to replace the soda. In addition to the medication causing me to go to the bathroom a lot, that gets rid of the hydration I do have. So combined with the caffeine making me go to a lot, so it's really hard for me to keep my hydration up. But right now, I'm just drinking this seltzer water. So something I've noticed though is it's much easier for me to drink water if it's in a container than say a cup. Like if I've got the container right there, it's much easier for me than if I have to go to the sink and drink out of a cup. Strange, I know, but it's like if I've got a bottle of water, it's way easier, or even a jug gallon of water. It's way easier for me to drink it than if I go to a cup at a sink. I guess it's because it's the convenience. You know, that's probably what it is. The convenience of it. Oh, the woman who was helping me with Swahili is no longer at work, so I'm still gonna do Swahili. I'm still gonna work on Swahili. Um, but that kind of sucks that that person who was helping me is no longer at work. Um, she went back to her regular job. She was recovering from wrist surgery, so they're having her do light work on my job. So now in my downtime, I'm doing her job. So that sucks. But I do have permission from down the uh, strip thing, down the strip mall, down the business thing. Not sure what it's called, if it's a strip mall or what it's called, but the business building. There is a store that sells cheaper products, and I can go in there. And I got permission from management to use Uzbek when I'm in there. So it will force me to use the phrases I know. It will cause me to think in Uzbek, to actually use Uzbek actively when I talk to people, when I talk to the employees. I have to think ahead of time what phrases do I want to use and the like, but it will cause me to be more active in using Uzbek. Well, nostalgia wears me out a little bit, but as long as you don't break any laws and you are, do what you want to do. It's like as long as you don't break any laws and you're not harming anyone, do what makes you happy. That's what I think. You know, as long as you don't break any laws and you're not hurting anyone, including yourself, you know, have at it. You're not putting anyone in danger or anything. Have at it. That's what I think. So that's what I would say. I was at the suicide awareness walk last Sunday. That was kind of triggering for me. It was a little upsetting. I don't know if I'll go to one again. Um, it's kind of a rough experience with the mood and stuff, with the seriousness of the matter. Um, it's kind of rough for me to be there. Although it might actually be good in a way because it causes me to be uncomfortable, but at the same time, it was really upsetting. So, yeah, I don't know what to think of it if I should go back to a suicide awareness walk or not. So, yeah, but it was an interesting fundraiser where they raised quite a bit of money. I guess it's kind of like, what can you do? What can you do to help? Because I want to help people, but I have to really realize, what can I do? What can I do? I want to be able to empower people. Um, Sort of like in the Bible, where you talk about give a man fish eats for a day, teach a man to fish eats for a lifetime. That's the kind of thing. I want to be able to help people provide for themselves through skills with what I know. Um, that's why I kind of want to learn these languages, is be able to help people learn English so that that job barrier is gone. If they're in the U.S. or if they're in another country, they're studying English. It's like now they can add English to their resume. Like for instance, you see, I use like a lot. I use like in my speech a lot. That's a generational thing. That's not normal English. That's not normal English when I keep throwing in the word like. Um, that's a generational um, aspect. That's a generational trait in my speech. That's something from my generation. Um, we People in my generation were do that a lot. It's not something in standard English or in other generations English. It's something found in the generation I belong it to. So if you see that when I say like a lot, that's not standard English, and that's not really normal English. That's just a generational thing. So yeah, I suppose I could explain that to people who are learning English. So that's kind of a dialect too. I mean, I don't have much. I don't think I have much of a dialect. Um, I, I might have a bit of a Midwestern dialect. Like I know a few things are Midwestern words, but there are still a lot of Midwestern words I wouldn't really know about. I wouldn't really know of exactly. But I don't have much of a dialect. I tend to speak much more in standard, more grammatically correct English than a lot of people um, in the Midwest or elsewhere in the United States. I tend to speak in a much more standard, um, more grammatically correct English. So that would be better for a lot of people learning English, from what I've been told, because people that are learning English are learning it from books. And they're learning more of the book, standard spoken English. So what I am speaking will reinforce what they're learning. So I guess if I were to teach a class in English, um, either as a second language or the on a chat here, I would probably have to explain a few things with my eccentricities, such as me often saying like as I speak. Explain that that's more of a generational trait. That's something that people in the generation I belong to would do. Like, and for my idiosyncrasies, I often say generation I belong to. The normal. way thing people would say, the normal way people would say is my generation. Um, but I don't always say my generation. I try not to say my generation because I've had a rough, I've had bad experiences with people my age. So I don't. I try not to say my generation because then I'm associating myself with them more. I feel like I'm part of them, and I try to distance myself from a lot of people in the generation I belong to because I I've known a lot of really bad, horrible, mean spirited people. So that's why I would have to explain that idiosyncrasy, and I would also explain that the way I speak is often not like the way that the average person in the U.S. speaks. I speak, like I said, much more grammatically correct, much more grammatically structured, much more bourgeoisie or much more school-like manner of speaking. I speak much more like you would speak to your professor in college if you're trying to speak to them in a way that would seem like, okay, I'm trying to get a good grade, you know, make a good impression. That's the way I speak normally. The average person in the U.S. does not use the amount of vocabulary I use, does not use the amount of, well, does not use the amount of grammar I use. They don't. They use a lot of how should I put it? They use grammar that's not as formal as what I use, not as correct as what I use. They also use a lot of words that are not correct. Like people use the word conversate. It's converse. I'll say converse. People say conversate. Even though the correct word is converse. I mean, if you want, I can break it down as to why. I can prove through etymology uh, why it's converse. But I mean, most people say conversate, but it's actually converse. So stuff like that. I speak, and it's gotten me into people alienating me. But I mean, a lot of people think I'm trying to sound smarter than I am, but I just would rather use a very direct, very correct word, specific word, rather than a general word or a word that is going to be more, how should I put it, beating around the bush. Like, I'm more likely to, instead of saying beat around the bush, I might say circumlocute, which is a word that means beat around the bush. I might use a single word for a phrase, something like that. At the same time, I might use a more common word because it's more effective, um, or because it's more specific. Like, um, I'll try to say car instead of an automobile if I'm trying to say car because it's a specific type of automobile. Well, so I mean, there are idiosyncrasies with me, and I'd have to explain that to people I'm teaching. That sometimes that I have idiosyncrasies that they're going to understand are just me. So there are there are things about English they can learn from me. Um, Speaking to me, learning the way I speak may help them in school, may help them in education to be better educated, to learn better in school, get better paying jobs. It may impress employers, may impress uh, hiring managers. Speaking this way may help them get better positions or advance in school, but it may not win friends. Um, so the way one of my staff members explained it is like he would have to speak a certain way when he was home because his father, I guess, I think it was his father, he said, was very strict with how he would have to speak with proper grammar, with speaking in a way that was more proper English. But his friends would make fun of him if he was would use proper English. So he basically adapted two ways of speaking. He'd speak one way at home and one way when he was with friends. So a lot of people say I use big words. Well, it's just I have a better, higher active vocabulary. That's why it is. I do have a larger vocabulary, but what people don't understand is there are different types of vocabulary. There's vocabulary where it's word to understand, but you don't know. Like if someone said a word, like in context, you don't understand what you're talking about. There's vocabulary where you know what the word is, but you can't think of it off the top of your head. These are words that are stored in the back of your mind, and you know these words. It's just you can't think of them on command. And then there's active vocabulary. Active vocabulary are words that you use in day to day speech. Like, for instance, I could use on occasion, if I were to need to use it, I could just say redundant canonical babbling. But that's a situational phrase. I would have to use that in a situation. Like if I were to explain, the tendency in languages where you have dada, mama, you know, things like that, words like that, um, popping up similarly in languages like baba, like in Chinese and Mandarin, there's a tone for it. There are tones on it, but baba is both as father in both Chinese and Swahili, and you got papa in Spanish, and you got dada in English. These are based on redundant canonical babbling, which is a stage in child development, in child speech development, where they and the child can't form proper words, can't form full words, so they will repeat the same sound in order to try to learn how to produce sounds. And it's usually simple sounds like mama, dada, baba, sasa, kaka, stuff like that. So that's why you see this a lot in languages for simple words and simple family names because that's what babies learn first is like mother, father, brother, sister. Like um, these are family members. These are important. These are things that the babies are around a lot. These are things the child is around most often. These things the child is depend on. These are people the child depend on. These are words they would have to know. So because of that, that's why a lot of times these words are so simple because they would have to be for the child to be able to call out for that individual because the child needs them for survival. I think that's just my guess, my hypothesis. I don't know if it would be a theory. I think it's a hypothesis because it would need a lot more research done by people who can do research, how to research these things. But my hypothesis is basically that it was based off of redundant canonical babbling, and there's more to it than that. What else can I say off the top of my head? Um, yeah, something I guess is really good with me for teaching is when I speak about things. A lot of times, I don't often assume people know vocabulary terms. Like I don't assume like the distribution property of addition or something like. So there's a term that says something like that in mathematics. It's like the distribution property of addition. It's like I don't expect people to know what that is. So if I use that, I will quickly define that. And if I'm talking about math, like how to do addition, you know, I don't assume people are going to know grammar necessarily. Like if I say gerund form of a verb, I'm going to explain that that's a form of the verb that's conjugated in a way it's a specific conjugation of a verb that is used when the verb is used as a noun. Like to run, when you talk about as a noun, as an action, you would say running. Like instead of saying I like to run, you can say I like running. In which case, using the verb as a noun, it would be called the gerund form. The noun form of the verb is called gerund form. I'm not going to assume a person knows what the word, what a gerund form is. So I'll explain instead of talking about it in speech, instead of talking about how the gerund form is this, the gerund form is that of this verb. I am going to explain the gerund form is, you know, the noun form of a verb is the conjugation of a verb when the verb is used as a noun. I'm going to explain that because I'm not going to assume someone knows that term. I'm not going to assume someone knows what I'm talking about because I don't know. I just explain things in a down to earth manner. I explain things as if I were talking to an equal a lot of times too. Um, I don't I don't talk to, like, if I'm trying to explain things, I'm trying to just talk to people about it. I don't try to act like I'm superior. I think a lot of teachers try to act like they're superior, and that kind of throws people off because then people don't want to listen. Um, People don't want to listen because then, like, oh, this person is going to say, talk like they're superior, they think they're better than me. That kind of makes people not want to listen. Um, but when you talk to someone like they are a friend, just talk to someone like they're a friend, I find that they're more willing to listen. And that might be why some of the people are willing to listen to me speak English and learn about English from me, is because I just talk to people like they're people. So that might be why some of the people like to listen to me. I really need to research a topic every day. I'm planning ahead these podcasts. I guess not really podcasts or live streams, but I need to plan these things ahead more. I need to do laundry today. That's what I need to do. I need to do laundry. There's more here. How about you all? Are you in some kind of education or? I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Ugh. So What miss? There's a lot of stuff I have to do to overcome my autism and whatnot. I found that when I'm properly hydrated, though, I get 7 hours of sleep, and I just get up at 4:30 in the morning. You know, um, weird. Still connected. Am I back? Weird. Disconnected. That's weird. Disconnected. That's weird. Okay, I saw a drop in chat, so our viewer said it, so I know it's back. We're back. Um, what else is there to talk about today? I wonder what we can talk about. Yes. I know a lot of people say I'm relaxing to talk to. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if people find me relaxing or not. I don't know how long I'll go on this live stream, honestly. Um, it's 6:11 here, and I try to make my live streams for an hour long. So probably go until 6:30, so I can still do some more stuff. Um, Computer's getting a little warm. I'm going to unplug it so it uses the battery. There we go. I'm using the battery. So the computer's using the battery now to help with the heat. What's there to talk about? I've been playing Age of Empires 2. I did download a couple packs, Dawn of the Dukes, and another one which was something else. I guess I talked about that yesterday, but Dawn of the Dukes and the other one. Anyway, so I've got probably a few more campaigns I can do now. The campaigns are interesting. I'm on a campaign mission right now where I'm uh, at Snowy Pass and trying to lead troops through a mountainous region. Good thing the good thing is it's in the Imperial Age, so the camel units will regenerate at least. But yeah, not exactly the easiest thing um, to work with. But yeah, the camel units regenerate, thankfully, but still, it's hard. It's probably a lot of hit and runs, honestly, especially with the camel units regenerating and whatnot. But there's a lot of hit and run with this mission. I've found it's most effective. Got my seltzer water there. I guess at 6:30 it'll be time for dinner, so I'll quick grab some soup. Make a video of that. What else is there to talk about? I know a lot of people. There are some people watching that aren't really chatting. That's interesting. Uh, is anyone just listening to me doing something else while doing something else? Just not watching me, but like just listening to me while they cook or something. One person tuned in and they were listening to me while they walked their dog. I guess I'm really craving YouTube right now. It shows I'm addicted. What else is there to talk about? Paul, my plant over there, has gotten way too big for his pot. I wonder if I should talk to my staff, like ask them if they can help me figure out when I'm ready for a bearded dragon and when I'm not. Um, I don't feel I'm ready for a pet, but plus I don't know if I can afford the extra expense. I might have to get a doctor and then have the doctor write a note saying that the bearded dragon is an emotional support animal. So yeah, and we're buffering, and we're buffering, and I don't know what caused that. Hey, computer's getting a little warm. Doesn't feel like it is, but yeah, fan underneath to help with that actually. Yeah, my imagination is running dry right now, so I don't know what else to talk about really. Getting a headache from trying to think of what to talk about. Getting tired from it. So I probably do about 3 more minutes, make an hour and 10 minute video. Hour and 10 minute live stream. I need to keep looking at this board here to help me remember to stick to my goals. Probably, yeah. Oh, there's a goal I can cross off. Actually, get poster tape. Yeah. Get poster tape. I can cross that off. That'll feel good. I can cross off a goal. So I'll go ahead and cross that off. It actually feels good. So, what else there? Let's see what else there. I guess I really need to stay focused on this. Just look at all this stuff from time to time, and stay focused on my goals. Just be minded of my goals. You know, but I cross off this medication too because I'm taking that regularly. You know, there was a tip for getting more money through donations, which I'm gonna let you know. Not going to do because this isn't really about making a lot of money. It's only I've really only it's gonna be manipulative and work. It's only because it's manipulative. A lot of people do it, and it's where you save up a plaque or something that shows your top supporters. It's trying to get people to um, pay more, trying to get people to donate more to end up on your plaque. But yeah. Uh, anyway, does anyone have any final questions they want to talk about? Have any final things we want to discuss real quick? Because I think I'm going to end it soon. I've been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes. No? Okay. So that's that. How you going? Good talking to you guys. I'm gonna do another live stream tomorrow, Friday. Let me know in the comments Friday what time you think I should do the live stream. Um, I'm wondering maybe if I should do it at 6 so people have time to come home. But I know I've got viewers in other countries, so I don't know if I should do it at 5 Eastern Daylight Time or 6 Eastern Daylight Time. So let me know if I should do it at 5 or 6 tomorrow. Actually, I'll probably do a poll. That'd probably be the best to do a poll. So I'll let you guys go. Tomorrow's Friday. I've got my staff tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll try to get a new phone. I'll try to get a new phone tomorrow. I gotta get my video about therapy up today and do the video on cooking. So I'm gonna have to let you guys go. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for watching me, and peace.